Check, 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 check. Is this streaming? Check if this is streaming. Streaming. Are we streaming? Check, 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 check. Right, so okay. Hello, 2025, or maybe hello, 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 hello. Should add another image. Okay, let's try that. Does it look interesting now? Check, 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 check. Oops. I'll have to put the VWX logo. Yeah, I think our VWS logo is in our iPad. I think it's fine like that. Right. Okay. So nice. And where is our how to recursive force hello world hello 2025. So uh, what project can we create here? So for our Angular 2025, we're going to create I think the the latest Angular now is, what is the latest Angular version? Angular 18? I think there's an Angular 19, right? Angular versions and releases. Okay, so we recognize that you need stability for the Angular framework. Stability ensures that reusability components. Are we recording the sound? Are we recording the sound? Yeah, okay. Stability ensures that reusable components and libraries, tutorials, tools, and learned practices don't come obsolete unexpectedly. Stability is essential for the ecosystem around Angular to thrive. We also share with you the need for Angular to keep evolving. We strive to ensure that the foundation on top of which you are building is continuously improving and enabling you to stay up to date with the rest of the web ecosystem and your user needs. This document contains the practices that we follow to provide you with a leading edge application development platform balanced with stability. We strive to ensure that future changes are always introduced in a predictable way. We want everyone who depends on Angular to know which and how new features are added, and we need to be well prepared when obsolete ones are removed. Sometimes breaking changes such as the removal of APIs or features are necessary to innovate and stay current with evolving best practices, changing dependencies, or shifts in the web platform. This breaking changes go through a deprecation process and explained in our deprecation policy. To make these transitions as straightforward as possible, the Angular team makes these commitments. We work hard to minimize the number of breaking changes and to provide migration tools when possible. We follow the deprecation policy described here, so you have time to update your applications to the latest APIs and best practices. The practices described in this document apply to Angular 2 and later. If you are currently using AngularJS, see upgrading from AngularJS. AngularJS is the name of all version 1.x versions of Angular. Okay, so version, what's it? Deprecation policy. When the Angular team intends to remove an API or feature, it will be marked as deprecated. This occurs when an API is obsolete, substituted by another API, or otherwise discontinued. Deprecated API remain remain available through this deprecated phase, which lasts a minimum 2 major versions. Okay, so only 2 major versions, and then this deprecation will be deprecated, removed approximately 1 year. So in 1 year, there are 2 major releases for an Angular. To help ensure that you have sufficient time and a clear path to update, this is our dependency policies. Announcements. We announce deprecated APIs and features in the changelog. Deprecated APIs appear in the documentation with strike-through. When we announce a deprecation, we also announce a recommended update path. Additionally, all deprecated APIs are annotated with deprecated and at deprecated in the corresponding documentation, which enables text editors and IDEs to provide hints if your project depends on them. So this is the changelog of Angular. Deprecation policy. Okay, so deprecation period. When an API or a feature is deprecated, it is still present in at least the next 2 major releases, period of at least 12 months. After that, deprecated APIs and features are candidates for removal. A deprecation can be announced in any release, but the removal of a deprecated API or feature happens only in major release. Until a deprecated API or feature is removed, it is maintained according to the LTS support policy, meaning that only critical and security issues are fixed. NPM dependencies. We only make NPM dependency updates that require changes to your application in a major release. In minor releases, we update peer dependencies by expanding the supported version, but we do not require projects to update these dependencies until a future major version, which means that during minor Angular releases, NPM dependency updates with Angular applications and libraries are optional. Compatibility policy. Where are we? Patch release. Low risk, bug fix release. No developer assistance is expected during update. Preview releases. We let you preview what's coming by providing next and release candidates. Pre-releases for each major and minor releases. Release frequency. We work toward a regular schedule of releases so that you can plan and coordinate with updates with the continuing evolution of Angular. In general, expect the following release cycle: a major release every 6 months, 1 to 3 minor releases for each major release. Okay, so a patch release and pre-release, next or RC, build almost every week. This cadence of releases gives eager developers access to new features as soon as they are fully developed and pass through our code review and integration testing processes, while maintaining the stability and reliability of the platform for production users that prefer to receive features after they have been validated by Google and other developers that use the pre-release builds. Version 20, week of 2025 May. Release schedule. Version 19 is on January 1. Oh, January 13. Week of January 13. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The following table provides the status for Angular versions under support. So version 19 is already released. Active ends on May 19. Long-term support is 2026. Oh man. LTS fixes. As a general rule, a fix is considered for an LTS version if it resolves one of a newly identified security vulnerability, a regression since the start of LTS caused by a third-party change such as a new browser version. A fix is considered for an LTS. Deprecation policy. When the Angler intends to remove an API or feature, it will be marked as deprecation. Yeah, we already have that deprecation. Compatibility policy. Angular is a collection of many packages, subprojects, and tools to prevent accidental use of private APIs and so that you can clearly understand what is covered by the practices described here. We document what is and is not considered our public API surface. For details, see supported public API surface of Angular. To guarantee backward compatibility of Angular, we need a series of checks before we merge any change. Unit test and integration test, comparing the type definitions of the public API surface before and after change, running the test of all the applications at Google that depend on Angular. I got it. Any changes to the public API surface are made in accordance with the versioning, support, and deprecation policies previously described. In exceptional cases, such as a critical security patches, fixes may introduce backward incompatible changes. Such exceptional changes are accompanied by explicit notice on the framework's official communication channels. Breaking change policy and update path. Breaking change requires you to do work because that state after it is not backward compatible with the state before it. You can find the rare exceptions from this rule in the compatibility policy. Examples of breaking changes are the removal of public APIs or other changes of the type definition of Angular, changing the timing of calls, or updating to a new version of a dependency of Angular, which includes breaking changes itself. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see here. Affirmative maybe just if I take from one and give to another. Goes to be, and if I take my hand, be my brother, and do. A payment Silence the masses sanctified by oppression. Okay, so getting started with contributing to the Angular code base is a great opportunity to enhance your development skills and contribute to a widely used open source project. Here's a step-by-step guide. Understand Angular. Make sure you have a solid understanding of Angular. Familiarize yourself in its core concepts such as components, modules, services, directives, and Angular CLI. Go through Angular's official documentation to deepen your knowledge. Uh, okay. Set up your environment. Install the required tools. Node.js. Angular typically requires a specific range of versions to check the developer guide. Okay, so install the Angular. Yeah, we already have that. Explore the Angular repository. Visit the Angular repository. Read the repository. Contributing. Okay. Okay, fork and clone the repository. Fork the repository to get to your. Okay. Fork the repository to your GitHub account. So, we haven't. Oh man, is this safe? Yeah, I think this is safe. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so we have it here now. Uh, right fork. Uh, okay, so so fork the repository. So I'll fork this. Okay, fork the repository. I'm forking it to my repository name. Create a new fork. Choose an owner. This is the owner. Create a fork. Please enter an owner. I'm the owner. Why? Fork already exists. Um, where's my forks? Hey, where's my fork? Okay, let's fork this again. Let's name this to maybe another one. 5 fork. I already have a fork. I already have a fork to. Yeah, forks. I didn't remember forking Angular. Okay, so there you go. So we have the fork and clone. Say okay, so I will now clone this. Our goal is to be unified. Take my hand, be my brother. Payment, silence the masses, sanctified by oppression. Right, so um, receiving objects. Yeah, I think we successfully forked that. And then clone. Then install dependencies. npm install. Okay, so npm I install. So I'm doing an npm install now to the Angular main project. Alright, so we got it cloned. We have it installed. Now next is npm run setup. Okay, npm run setup. Missing script. Yeah, why did it ask us to npm run setup? Go to package. Is there any package? Package. Anyways, okay, so let's just check out the emperor, or maybe .NET test branch. No, not .NET test branch. Get check out. get log one line. Okay, so the latest one is upgrade to Angular service worker. Remove redundant test. And again, how there could it go? I never thought I would be a 23 on was spontaneous combustion was me. But I guess that it comes. It's airy, and I'm not let's keep on. Maybe you're here, maybe you see where I live, exploding. All right, sorry. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's go back to what we are doing. We want to try to um, commit to or make a PR to Angular. So what we want to do next is we'll try this npm test. Nope. So these are the issues, current issues. Severe issue with URLs containing parentheses and SSR. I'm not sure with that. Great documentation for project. I wish you were here. I Okay, so let's go to Angular. See if we can see some document. The modern web developers platform, getting started, architecture, components and templates, advanced Angular elements, server-side rendering, schematics, lazy loading, animation, local development. To contribute to the Angular docs, check out this one, development setup, install Node.js, install Angular, create new workspace. This is to create a project. Essentials, interested, Angular.dev, adev, Angular.dev, adev. Is there an adev here? Adev, no. Okay, maybe the one that I forked is not the latest one, so I'll maybe remove this project. Go to settings, then let's delete this repository. And then, oh man, use password. Hold on. Okay, so we've deleted that. Successfully deleted. And then we want now to fork a new one. Okay, so let's fork this to our emperor again. Create a fork. Wish you were here. Alright, so let's Um, let's delete this. RM recursive force Angular. So we're going to delete that. I wish you were here. No, we don't want. What's that? Because it's being used by another process. Okay, so let's remove all our VS Code and delete that again. Then now we're going to clone this one, get clone. Wish you were here. No, wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Wish you were here. Okay, so we have it now, and we now want to go to that folder, Angular. Do we have an ADEV now? Yeah, we have an ADEV now. So can we do an npm install now? Unable to resolve dependency 3 while resolving Angular 19. Okay, so how do we upgrade to Angular 19? We need to uninstall our Angular npm uninstall Angular CLI. I think that's how to uninstall Angular again. Oh damn. Uninstall. What? What? Give me your iPad. I wish you were here, right? What are you doing? No, I'm not doing nothing. Look, 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 look. So nice, right? There's a slideshow. Did you close the sliding door? Yeah. Okay, we're going to uninstall our Angular now. And then we're going to reinstall. What? You ask Mama, eh? Install Angular CLI locally in your project folder. Save dev, reinstall other dependencies. Take my toes into the sand. Right, so we have it installed, and then now we're going to ng version. Should be Angular version 19 now. Yeah, we're now version 19, and then if we version npm install, still not unable to resolve dependency while resolving Angular 19 TypeScript. And everything from the root for 5 appear not resolved dependency. Okay, so how do I solve this? The error you are encountering happens because there is a version mismatch between the TypeScript version installed in your project and the version required by the Angular build Angular package 5.5. Here's how you can resolve this. Check the TypeScript version. First, confirm the version of TypeScript you currently have. Okay, so let's install. Let's check that. It's empty, so does it mean I don't have any TypeScript? The message Angular blah 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 suggests that the package Angular RCS 19 next 4 might not have installed any dependencies in your project. Okay, so what we need to do? Okay, let's try this. Since we already have the Angular version 19, now we want to clone again this repo, which already have an adev. Get clone. And recursive force, Angular. Then clone again. Dun, 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 dun. You didn't publish any elements yet.
Papa. Papa.
Mm.
Open please, Papa.
What's that?
Oreo. That's my snack. Papa, check the expiration. Check the expiration.
Expiration for this one. Ano tipon ko ano na naman eh? I don't know what's the expiration for this one. Okay, why is this Indian? Where did you get this?
I don't know.
You ask Mamay why is it for you India? Like the texts are not Filipino, not English.
My Papa, here it say it's English, right?
Yeah, but here look, it's the texts are Indian. I think it's Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. I don't know I'm not sure what's the
Papa, open it.
are their texts called.
Papa, open it.
No, don't eat this one. We'll just buy a new one.
Why?
Oh, we can't trust this because I can't see the expiration date and the texts are not in English. Look, it's India.
Papa, how about we open it? It's English or like you see it.
No, it's smelly na. It
So
smells bad. Smells bad.
smells good to me.
But no, we don't know lagi if it's bad or not. Because the texts are Indian and I don't know how to read it. And I don't know where is the expiration date. So we'll just buy a new one later. Okay, we will go late. We will after this. We will go late on. Go somewhere. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it still gives me that error. We don't have that. We don't have Node.js. Okay, so I think we're just going. We'll go to this one here. Okay, so the content is, this site is built with Angular. The content is written primarily in Markdown format, located in src content. For simple edits, you can directly edit the file on GitHub and generate a pull request. Local development, clone, cd Angular, yarn. Okay, so we'll have to cd first to Angular. Damn. Yeah, we already cd to Angular. Yarn, install dependencies. I think we don't have yarn. So install yarn. Yarn versus NPM. Yarn and NPM are both package managers used in JavaScript and Node.js ecosystem for managing dependencies, running scripts, and handling package installations. While they have similar core functionalities, there are key differences between them. Speed and performance. Yarn was created to be faster and more efficient than NPM. It uses a caching mechanism that stores previously installed packages so they don't need to be downloaded again when they are needed in the future. Yarn also parallelizes operations like package installs, which speeds up the process. NPM has made significant improvements in recent versions, especially with the release of NPM 5 and NPM 7. While NPM used to be slower than Yarn, it is now more competitive in terms of performance. Lock files. Yarn uses yarn.log to lock down the versions of dependencies. This lock file ensures that every team member of deployment environment uses the same versions of packages, making the build more predictable. NPM also uses a lock file called lock package-lock.json introduced in NPM 5. This file serves the same purpose as Yarn's lock file, ensuring that everyone has the same version of dependencies installed. Blah blah blah. Okay, so start by enabling core pack if it's already. This will add yarn binary in your path. come now. I think I'm falling, I'm holding on. All I think is safe. See the pharaoh to nowhere. I'm trying to escape. I aim back when I hear thunder. But I'm down to one last breath.